is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top point guards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, yes, I did include cards behind gambling because honestly, you look at the point guard position, we do not have that many point guards that are hidden behind gambling. Obviously, you got the Ben Simmons, LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards of the world, but there's really not that many, okay? Other positions, it does get out of hand, but I mean, with this little of cards, honestly, at this point that are relevant, like you guys got to realize the last 3 months, basically, have been all behind gambling and some of the free cards. So I feel like at this stage, you got to kind of start ranking them, especially on tier lists where I can rank a ton of cards. So that's just something to note here as we do dive into our first guy, Pink Diamond Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso is fine. I mean, I don't have a lot of pink diamonds on here, so this tier list is going to be some really, really top level talent. And so, I mean, in that context, it's going to be maybe a little tough for Alex Caruso just because, again, when I'm ranking the best of the best, he's not probably in that, elite type of level. He is really good, can play at a really high level, though, especially on the defensive end of the court, offensively can green shots. I am a fan of Alex Caruso in my team. Amen Thompson up next. I think I want to go A tier with Amen Thompson. Now, will he end at A tier? I guess, time will tell. We'll have to wait and see, especially when I do include some of those gambling cards. But I like Amen for what he provides for you guys on the court. Good height, good versatility, great on that defensive end of the court. I definitely do believe he is deserving of A tier. Anthony Edwards up next. I'm going to go C tier. Yes, the same tier as Alex Caruso. Hate me if you want to hate me. Honestly, I genuinely do not care. I don't see it with Anthony Edwards. It's a shame that the Timberwolves went out like they are going to. I mean, the Nuggets are just so good. And the Timberwolves really have no answers for Jokic. I don't know if they need to start double teaming him or what they need to do. But they legitimately right now have no answers. Anthony Edwards in 2K is C tier. I think Austin Reeves is better than both these guys. And if I have to move both those cards down and Austin Reeves down and maybe Amen down, we can do that, okay? I'm not sitting here saying this is perfect right now. I'll do what I have to do, but I like Austin Reeves. Defensively, obviously, the card's not perfect. Still is pretty limited in what he can do, but on the offensive end of the court, guys, Austin Reeves is fantastic. Has a great leaner, great fade, great release. Just does a lot of great things at a high level. Ben Simmons, I don't like the card S tier. Not going to talk a ton about him. If you got Ben Simmons, he is really good. He is not my favorite point guard in the game, though. I'm going to make that very clear. I've not used Ben Simmons. I've played against him. He is not my best point guard in the game right now. Buddy Hield, I actually have Buddy Hield worse than Anthony Edwards and Alex Caruso. I just do not think Buddy Hield's good. I think D tier is the right spot for him. Obviously was a salary cap reward. I do believe the first one in this season. Hey, he's fine. I mean, he's just not great. Cade Cunningham, A tier. I mean, right in there with Amen Thompson. Not quite S tier, but he is really good. The problem I have with Cade Cunningham, one of the rare problems, one of the only things he doesn't do well on the court is that leaner, guys. He does not have a good leaner. And at this stage of my team, that is so important. A tier for Cade Cunningham is as high as I can go. Clyde Drexler, A tier as well. We're going to see a lot of these cards, especially at the point guard positions, that are good. But when we're talking about the great, when we're talking about the best of the best, A tier is as high as I can go. D'Angelo Russell, I'm going to go C tier. Not bad. Not great, especially for this stage. I mean, just undersized, only 6'4". If you go out of your way to grind for D'Angelo Russell, I mean, it's fine. But again, my context of the situation is this. He's D'Angelo Russell. He can only give you so much on the court, especially defensively. Del Curry, C tier. He's fine. Not great. Denny, I mean, C tier. I know he's long, lengthy, but like even if you compare Denny to Amen Thompson, they're completely different because yes, Denny is tall. He's going to provide some length on the court, but Amen gives you way more defense than a guy like Denny. Derrick Rose, D tier. I'm going to go F tier for Derrick Rose. I do not like Derrick Rose. And whether Derrick Rose is actually an F tier caliber player, I don't know. But he's behind gambling. And if you locked in this set, you got him. And if you got him, he probably doesn't play for you. So if you go down the packing order, Derrick Rose is not good in my team. D White, Derrick White. I'm going to go B tier with Derrick White. I don't think he quite is A tier. But I do think Derrick White can lead you guys to a lot of success in my team if you do ultimately run the card. Devin Booker up next. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. I'm going to go A tier, and I want to explain why. I think he's closer to the Clyde Amen Thompson level than the Ben Simmons level. And again, I don't know for sure, but whenever I've played against the guy, whenever I've played against Devin Booker, because I don't have him, he's been good, not great. And so that's why I'm going A tier with the card. Donovan, I guess we'll go MJ first. MJ's fine. I think B tier is the right spot though. Like, I've used MJ. I actually got this MJ, and for his time, I really like the card. And I'm not saying he's horrible. I'm not saying he's unusable, anything like that. But that release is bad. He even, has the Pro 2 leaner, but it doesn't seem to matter. Donovan Mitchell, C tier. He's fine. Can use him. Have some success with him. Definitely better than Derrick Rose. Dyson Daniels. It's another tough one. On my no money spent, I used Dyson Daniels for quite some time. Now, is Dyson Daniels better than Austin Reeves or this Derek White card or MJ? No, he's just not. I'm going to go C tier. Eddie Jones. A tier. And I think I got to move MJ up. I do not love this MJ, though. I don't love this MJ. I don't love him. And I haven't. And I use Clyde over him. I use Amen over him. I do not love this MJ. I am going to put him at A tier, though. I do think that's where he belongs. Gary Payton, the glove, B tier. Here's your perfect B tier option. A guy that, I take over Dyson Daniels, Denny, Ant-Man, but he's not quite good enough to be at A tier. And I like that because I was like, I was unsure about MJ, and the perfect guy in Gary Payton came up right after him, who is a B tier caliber point guard. Gilbert Arenas, I stink with Gilbert Arenas. Objectively speaking, though, he's a B tier point guard. I am bad with Gilbert, though. So just know that, just realize that as I'm doing this tier list, just because I am bad with a player doesn't mean you guys got to be bad with him too. If you like Gilbert Arenas, I think you honestly could put him at A tier because I think his offense is that good. Jalen Brunson, F tier. This card stinks. Offensively he's fine, but he is 6'2" on the court. Bad player build. Defensively not great. F tier for Brunson. But did y'all see what Brunson did last night, man? Brunson is an absolute hooper. James Harden, fear of the beard. Wherever Austin Reeves is, that's where James Harden's got to be. B tier. Ja Morant, D tier at this stage, just not great. Galaxy Opal Jason Kidd, I'm going to put him at B tier. I don't know if I love it. But I actually think Jason Kidd is decent. I think for a locker code, he plays decent. Defense, has a Pro 2 leaner. You know what? I do like it. I think he's better than D'Angelo Russell. I do. Jeremy Sohan, can't sit up here in front of you guys and say I've used the card. I'm going to go C tier, but I have not used the card. I have seen his release. I'm not that impressed with it. I think C tier is honestly the right spot for Sohan. Drew Holiday, I do not care, as an A tier point guard. If you want to hate on this list, hate on it because of Drew Holiday. Simple, easy. I love Drew Holiday, though. Good release, great defensively. I think he is an A tier point guard. LaMelo Ball, I don't care. Wherever I had you in my top 100 list, I was probably wrong. You're B tier. You're still a fine defense player. You're still a guy that can go out there and compete defensively, get me enough stops. Can't go any higher than that, though. Lonzo Ball, B tier as well. Lonzo's going to go out there, play defense, but outside of that, doesn't give you a whole lot on the court. Big O, Oscar Robertson. If there is a guy to put to S tier, it's probably Oscar, but I'm still going to go A tier. My S tier might be the elites of the elites because I really do like Oscar. I really respect Oscar a lot. But I think Oscar is going to be closer to a guy, let's say, like Clyde than he is to a guy like Ben Simmons. And I think that's realistic. I think that's fine. I think that's valid. Penny Hardaway, 6'7", going to play lanes. At this stage, though, at this stage, is he B tier or is he A tier? I think I want to go A tier with him. I think I do. But then it's like, do I got to go A tier with LaMelo and Lonzo as well? That's the tough part I'm having trouble with right now. Because, objectively speaking, LaMelo Ball on Next Gen is kind of broken because his release is that bad. With Penny, I don't even think Penny Hardaway's release is broken, and I think he's defensively going to be better than LaMelo. I'm going to put Penny Hardaway at A tier. Maybe it's my personal bias against LaMelo Ball at this stage, but I think Penny Hardaway is good. I think he's better than even a guy like MJ. I don't have any hesitation actually putting him at A tier. I shouldn't. Russell Westbrook's B tier. For a small guard, I really like Russell Westbrook. Honestly, genuinely, I really have enjoyed using Russell Westbrook in my team when I've used the card. He's been really, really good for me. Shays, both S tier. I do not care that one Shea is better than the other one. I literally don't care. They're my top 2 point guards in my team. I think base free Shea is better than dark matter Ben Simmons. I genuinely do. So whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know, but that is my opinion on it. Shea, I do believe, is your best point guard in the entire game. Easy addition into S tier. Sean Livingston up next. I should be better with Sean Livingston than I am. I'm going to throw him a B tier. I was really bad with him in the gameplay. Steph, I think Steph is better than Ja. I'm going to throw Steph at C tier. I definitely think he's better than Ja. I don't think he's as good as Russell Westbrook for sure, but I do think he's better than Ja. Split the middle, go C tier. Tyler Hero, you stink. I go F tier. You are horrible. Tyrese Halliburton, I'm going to go C tier. I do not like Halliburton in my team at all. I mean, his release is literally broken. Tyrese Maxey, you are F tier. World Be Free, I mean D tier. World Be Free is honestly not that bad. I'm acting up here in front of you guys like he's really bad. He's really not that bad. You actually can use the card. Tony Parker, F tier. Jamal Crawford, D tier. Getting a lot of bad players at this stage. John Wall, I mean, I don't know. At this stage, he's got a good release, but that's it. I'm going to go C tier at this stage. And I know people might get mad that I don't have John Wall higher. But again, at this stage, what is he doing for us? He's got a good release, but that's really it. Scoot, F tier. Steve Nash, F tier. Steve Francis, F tier. I'm sorry. Jalen Green, F tier. Kyrie Irving, D tier. Like, at least with Kyrie Irving, he's got some good dribble sigs and stuff. The rest of these cards are garbage, man, in F tier. I'm sorry. They are not good. That's gonna wrap it up for my point guard tier list today. I'm a little unsure on this one. I'm really a little unsure, especially with my A tier. I don't feel great about it. So let me know down below in the comments if this is a tier list you guys fry. Okay, let it be known that, you know, it's deserved. But I still think I did a pretty good job. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.